He's Gerald McCoy. He was a former defensive tackle, six-time Pro Bowler, and third overall pick in the draft 2010. I believe three of the top four were from Oklahoma. Does that sound right, Gerald?
That sounds absolutely perfect. Yes, it was. Three of the four
So
of the top
Bradford,
10 picks. It was Sam,
yeah,
and then I went, and then Trent went number four.
and then Ndamukong Suh was in there as well.
It was two, yes. But
Okay,
five of the top six were from the Big 12, so we had something going that year.
okay.
hmm
Um, Let me give the official introduction. NFL Network carries six preseason games. That'll be coming up a quadruple header this Saturday, August 23rd, starting at 1 Eastern on NFL Network. Do coaches give pregame speeches in preseason?
Yeah, they do. Preseason is still about preparing the team, and somebody has to play the game, whether it's the starters, the backups, whoever. The game still has to be played. And most coaches will say, hey, if they keep score, we want to go out and win. And we've been working on all these things, whether you've had joint practices or not, whether you've just been practicing together, whatever we've been working on, coach wants to go see you execute it in the game. The coaches do a great job of not trying to downplay what preseason is. That's more like the starters and the players that will do something like that. But the coaches, they locked in at all times. I'm talking about they still yelling on the sideline. They still is still a game. So yeah, they do give pregame speeches.
Okay, but how do I process the Bills getting blown out by the Bears? That we know the Bills are good,
hmm
but they got embarrassed by the Bears. Let me look at it
Yeah,
from the Bills' perspective of
right.
how would you feel if you played for the Bills and you got blown out like that?
Well, it's not a great feeling because we've been practicing. We've still been practicing, and we've still been working on the things that we do. So when you go out in a game and don't put up any points, like none, that is
Yeah.
that's not a great feeling for whoever's out there because preseason, some of these games might be the only NFL football some of these guys ever play. And they live and tell stories off their preseason experience and their game. So if you go out there and the only experience you've ever had, you got blown out 38-0, that's not a story you want to tell. But also for the coaches who are trying to look for the special teams players and the guys who might be the backups, it's not a good look for them either. So I'm pretty sure those meetings are not pleasant this week.
What's it like when somebody gets cut in training camp?
It's horrible. It's something you don't want to see. I remember in the spring, we this wasn't even training camp. This was spring. Can't remember what year it was, but all the D linemen got together after workouts and meetings, and we went to see a movie. And while we were sitting in the theater during the movie, one of the guys just stood up and was like, "All right, fellas, I'm gonna get out of here." It was like, "Dog, the movie just started." He was like, "Oh, they just cut me, so I gotta get out of here." I was like,
Oh no.
and we was just like, bro, do we sit and enjoy the movie or do we leave? Like we don't know what to do. It's a bad feeling. I've seen so many different cuts. We've been sitting in the meeting the day of final cuts, and you feel like once you make it to team meeting, all right, we good. But I found out many a time, even making it to that meeting is not. So you walk around, you see people like looking around the corner, hoping they don't, get called, and then you get in the team meeting. One time we was in a team meeting, the team meeting starting, and Sheldon Quarles, we called him the Grim Reaper in Tampa because he was the one who would come grab you. So we was all like, like everybody look out for the Grim Reaper. So we sit in the team meeting, and then we hear that back door open up, and everybody turn around. And Sheldon, we was like, oh my gosh, he came and grabbed somebody. And then one time it was week one, the first practice. So we come back that Monday before the first week. It's not that Wednesday, it's that Monday. So you want to get to that Wednesday. So that Monday comes up, we outside of practice, and Shelton walks on the field to practice, to the warm-ups, and grabs somebody off the field. I was like, I said, man, this business is ruthless. This is just, yeah, it's not a great feeling. It's not something you want to see.
Yeah, because it's your dream. You
Yeah.
think if you made it through the first week in the first game, it's like okay, I feel like I've made the roster. I'm pretty safe there.
That's what it feels like. But I tell people all the time, man, the NFL is about adjustments, not just game day adjustments. You really have to adjust to everything, adjust to new coaches, adjust to new players, adjust to the weather. Everybody plays hurt. Nobody's healthy after the first day of practice. It's just a game of adjustments. The roster you start with, even in week one, might not be the roster you go into the game with. But definitely the roster you start with week one ain't the roster you're going to end week 17 with. So it's just all about adjustments.
He's Gerald McCoy, works for NFL Network as an analyst and former defensive tackle. NFL Network has 6 preseason games. That'll be a quadruple header this Saturday, August 23rd, starting at 1 Eastern. The difference in the sound of a rookie quarterback at the line of scrimmage and Tom Brady, any veteran, any of those guys, the sound, their voice, is there a difference? If I say, just listen, you can tell a rookie at the line of scrimmage and a veteran.
Yeah, you can definitely tell the difference. The level of confidence, how they operate, even the communication from the offensive line. Rookies, depending on who's the center, this is what a lot of people won't know is I don't care how good the rookie is. If he has a vet center, he's going to depend a lot on his center for protections, changing plays, a lot of things that's going. So you may hear the rookie calling it, but they're real indecisive with things they want to do. The center helps them out a lot. I remember this happened with Cam. Trying to think of some other young guys that I played. I really can only really think of Cam right now because that's who I played in the division. But Ryan Khalil will help Cam out a lot. Cam was very decisive as he got older, but when we first played, Cam would call things out, but we'd be at the line and Ryan would be calling out, "No, we're not doing this. We're going here, here." Cam and they would be going back and forth like, okay, confirming what's going on. But then you play a Drew Brees or Matt Ryan, and oh shoot, kill, 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 kill. You like, man, what the heck is going on? Hey, switch it. Levante, please change something. Because Drew is out there. Like, Drew is cerebral, man. And me and Drew trained together. So that's what made that fun. He would be talking, like, looking at me, like, making changes, like, looking me dead in my face, like, let me know y'all not about to stop this, So it was always fun, going back and forth with Drew.
What was it like to tackle Cam Newton?
So I don't know if y'all have ever seen like toddlers like really feel like they can take their parent down, like really feel like they can jump on their dad's leg and tackle them. And then the dad is like wrapped around their leg and they just like dragging you across the carpet. That's pretty much what it feels like trying to take Cam down. Because Cam, in my time, was the most elusive. I still think he's the most elusive quarterback ever, simply because we've seen Lamar, we've seen Vic, we've seen Randall Cunningham, we've seen all these people be elusive to where they can escape. But Cam was doing everything they're doing at 6'6", 250, 260 doing it. But he's just as smooth. He can run, not as fast, but he can run very fast. He's outrunning people. He can make you miss. And he had that fake to the right, spin back out to the left. He had that step forward, step back move. Cam had everything you needed to be an elusive quarterback. But then when you hit him, it's like, please go down, because he had all that padding. He had pads on his arms. He had pads on his calves. He had the flak jacket. It's like, Cam, come on, dog. You already 260. Why are you wearing all that stuff? But he's wearing all that stuff, and he's still moving the way he's moving. Like, you really had to jump on Cam to get him on the ground. He's one of the best, man.
Do you still have your Batman-themed Rolls Royce?
I have the Rolls Royce, but I made it Kobe after Kobe passed away. So it was Batman, but so what I have now is I have a Batman themed Cybertruck, and I have my Batman chain on too. So I'm
saw
all
that.
Batman out. Yeah, I'm all Batman out.
How did you trick out the Kobe Rolls Royce?
It's red, still red, and I put the Mamba logo on the front of my hood. So yeah.
Did you ever meet him?
I did meet Kobe. I met Kobe at the Players Tribune meeting in LA. And for somebody to be somebody you looked up to So they kept talking about the Players Tribune meeting, and I was part of the Players Tribune, and they were having the big meeting in LA. And they called me and they was like, "Hey, this year, last year, Kobe was supposed to be there. He wasn't there. This year, he's for sure going. He's for sure confirmed. Are you going?" I'm like, "I'm already headed to the airport." So like, so I get there and I'm in the meeting. I'm seeing all these people, Michael Phelps, these Von Millers, these Paul Pierces, these just all these top Maria Sharapovas, all these like people, like KD's in there, Blake Griffin, and all these. And I'm like, I know Blake, I know KD, I know Von, I know all these people. Derek Jeter, got to meet Derek Jeter, but he's in Tampa all the time, so I had met him before. I'm like, hey, listen, no offense, where is he at? So I see him walk down the steps, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is happening. And he just walks in, and he's just a normal dude. He's just a normal dude, man. He walked up, he's like, "What's up, big fella?" And he's shaking everybody's hand, and he sit down, we have a meeting. We go through the Players Review, we have a great meeting. Then afterwards, we went outside to the pool where they was having the after party, and he comes outside, and he sits next to me, and he slapped me on the leg. He's like, "What's up, big dog? How you doing?" And we like hold a conversation. Then I asked for a picture, and then he leaves. It was just like, it was almost like the perfect meeting of one of your like heroes, honestly, and one of the people I looked up to my entire career, man. And it was a great feeling. So yes, I did have an opportunity to meet Kobe.
More nervous with that or playing in a big in a playoff game?
I was more nervous meeting Kobe for sure, because you don't want to mess it up. Like it's just meeting him, but you still like you don't want to be you just don't want to be weird, man. Like, and I'm not a nervous person. Like, I don't get nervous really. I don't really get embarrassed. If I fall in front of thousands of people, I just get up like, dang, y'all just tripped and fell. But that's just how I am. Like, I don't really get embarrassed like that. So, I was really nervous to meet Kobe. As much as I've been wanting to meet him and all these things I'm gonna say to him when I meet him and all that, I didn't do none of that. I didn't do none of that. None of that.
Good. A couple of football things here. The contract situation with Trey Hendrickson, Micah
Hmm.
Parsons, Terry McLaurin.
Yeah.
Which one? Which one is potentially serious that a player could change teams?
If I have somebody that could really change the team, is Michael Parsons. Like the
No,
Cowboys
but I
are
mean
not a.
going to another team.
Go to
Yeah,
another team. Probably
yeah.
Trey Hendrickson. Trey Hendrickson.
Okay.
There's a real possibility he could get traded. You think about San Fran could trade for him. I would love to see him go to the Bucks. Um, he could you know, possibly Washington. Washington definitely could use him. It's a missing piece, but I think it's a real possibility he could get traded out of there because we've seen the history of Cincinnati. They just don't pay people. It's just like this is like a reoccurring thing. Them we always looking at Cincinnati like, what the heck are y'all doing with? Why y'all don't want to pay anybody? Terry McLaurin, I don't see getting traded. Micah definitely is not getting traded. But yeah, if I had to pick anybody, it's Trey Hendrickson.
Give me your sneaky team this year.
The Raiders,
Oh,
the Raiders.
it,
Pete Carroll, he's a 10-win coach. This is what he does. It's some people you just like, this is what they do. It may not be glamorous or whatever, but this is just what they do. You just look up and it's like, man, he averaged a double again. How the heck is he doing this? That's Pete Carroll's one of them guys with 10 wins. He knows how to win. He has a formula. He runs the ball, physical run game. He had Marshawn Lynch. You go get Ashton Jeanty because this is my style. This is what I want to do. You go out and get a quarterback that you know can play. That's a vet that you don't have to teach him. He's won some games, made the playoffs. Geno Smith. You already got Brock Bowers. You go draft offensive linemen so you can run the ball and be physical. You got your receivers that can take the top off the defense. Max Crosby's on the other side. I know with John Spytek, the GM, I was with him in Tampa. I know his philosophy and how he builds teams. I just believe that this team is going to shock a lot of people with the things they can do, with the formula they have. Pete Carroll's just a winner. And in that city, in Vegas, Pete Carroll fits that perfect. He recruited me when he was at USC. So I've seen how he can handle big cities and how he can handle the lights. And we've seen it in Seattle. Going to 2 Super Bowls, going to multiple NFC championships, winning a Super Bowl. This is just who Pete Carroll is. And I know what he can do. And I believe that they are going to be a team that sneaks up on a lot of people.
Oklahoma paid better than USC.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something. I'm in the clear now. I didn't get anything, but I tell people all the time. I tell people this all the time. Y'all can't do nothing to me now. If I'm not one of the people that's gonna get on here and say, "Hey, no, I wouldn't have took nothing." Please, yeah, all right. Don't. Hey. I'm from Southside Oklahoma City. We ain't had much, so I needed all I could get, but I didn't get nothing. So whatever. OU's just OU.
Hey, I don't blame players at getting money, getting a handout. But
Listen,
I mean, now you can do it.
Yeah. At this, man, listen, college is, you go for the reasons you go. Back then, everything has changed. I go talk to these guys at OU, these incoming recruits. I've talked to the team that's there now. And when I was there, I tell people the times of going to a school because you grew up loving the school or the tradition or this is OU, I know them days are over with. So I'm not one of the people they bring in and I go talk to the team and like, we have a standard, we have a this and this and this. That's not me. I say, I know the reasons for people going to different schools are different now. But if you're going to be here, be here. Don't have your mind somewhere else. Find whatever reason it is you're here and do it for that at this school. And then I go into the tradition of OU. If you're going to wear these colors while you're here, at least uphold what our standard is while you're here. If you want to leave after that, then go. That's fine. If you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. But while you're here, uphold this standard that this school has always had. So that's kind of my message to the new generation because I know it's different reasons why kids are going there.
So OU gave you a better deal than USC is what
I wish, man. Yeah.
Hey, keep killing it there on NFL Network. Great to have you on. We appreciate your time.